So a little quirky thing about me is that I constantly am afraid that people will think I'm lying about stuff that no one would ever lie about. But before I get into that, I have a correction to make regarding when these mugs will be available for purchase. In my last video, I said that they will go live on my website Wednesday the 3rd at noon Central Time. But the 3rd of July is a Thursday, so what I actually meant to say was July 2nd. The mugs will be going live on www.sarahlepper.com at noon Central Time on Wednesday, July the 2nd. Now, moving on to today's story. About a month ago, I slipped down the basement stairs, screamed, fell on my ass, and dropped a ton of laundry everywhere. So my fiance, who heard me tumble and scream, leapt out of bed like a hero and ran down to come check on me and help me up. All very gallant. I was fine, but a day or two later when I woke up with the gnarliest purple bruise all over my butt, my fiance pointed it out and was like, "Ugh, that's a pretty nice bruise you've got there. Looks like it was a painful fall." And I replied, "Well, at least now you know I wasn't faking it." He paused and squinted at me kind of sideways and said, "What?" And I explained, "Well, now there's proof I really did fall and wasn't like faking it for attention." He pinched his forehead in exasperation and was like, "Why would you think that I thought that you would fake the sound of a human body tumbling down the stairs, scream, scatter the laundry, and pose yourself at the base of the stairs, clutching your tailbone and wailing for attention?" And I was like, "Right, exactly. That would be a crazy thing to do, and the fact that I have this bruise proves that I didn't do that, so now you can rest assured that I'm not crazy." Although, I guess I could have used makeup to fake the bruise while you were sleeping, but here, you can touch it, it's real. And he said, "I don't need to touch it. I know you didn't get up in the middle of the night and do Hollywood-level makeup special effects and get back in bed to trick me into thinking you fell down the stairs." He's a good sport. Here's another example. I have always been allergic to cats, and everyone knows I'm allergic to cats, but when I go to a home with cats and don't get symptomatic right away, I start to worry that everyone will think I was lying about my cat allergy. So I'm actually super pleased when I start to have visible, unfakeable symptoms like rashes, red eyes, and sneezing because it proves that I wasn't lying about my cat allergy. Unfortunately, I do know exactly why I have this habit, and it has to do with my PTSD diagnosis and being gaslit and accused of lying a lot, but at least I can find a little humor in some of the wackier holdovers from a much worse time in my life. Anyway, I love reading and relating to y'all's quirks in the comments, so let me know what weird things you do that other people don't get. And I've been busting my ass working on these mugs for you guys, so make sure you mark your calendars for July 2nd, Wednesday, noon Central Time.